Yeah, warmly welcome to the campus show here with me and Yopon Nichi on Yopon Online TV, where we talk to university students. And this is the part two on the topic PR, politics, and international relation, and the role of PR as a whole. And we had the honor to interview Dave from Ghana Institute of Journalism in the same school, and he gave us a bit of nuggets and all that. And we are continuing from here. We just zoom into the next question and then we'll go on. I want to find out from you, why do you have a role model? Is there someone you look up to, and then why do you look up to that particular person?
All right, so I look up to Miss Ifiadra. She is the public relations officer at the Trust Specialist Hospital, and the Trust Specialist Hospital is one of the hospitals under the Trust conglomerate of hospitals. And I look up to her because she's outspoken, creative, and someone who really understands the job of PR. And when I had the opportunity to speak to her, she opened me to a lot, and I'm looking forward, and I know I'll learn a lot from
A
her.
lot from her, okay. So I want to find out from you, majority of the youth have the perception that becoming a PR expert is more difficult as against journalism. What's your personal thought on that?
Okay, so I PR is difficult, to be honest. There's a whole lot that
That
goes
goes
into
on.
PR, and unlike journalism, where I don't want to use the word journalist just to use, but journalists, I don't want to use the word
Just because you think you just
yeah,
right.
but there's a whole lot that also
That
goes
we
into
do.
journalism, from writing stories to presenting and publishing it. But then when you talk about PR, everything about PR is deliberate. We are intentional, and there's a whole lot that goes into it. For instance, marketing and advertising, where you have to sell the image or the values of the corporate firm that you're working for. And so with PR, due to this, it makes the job of PR overwhelming, because as a PR personnel, you have to also be a creative advertiser and marketer to be able to win the interest of the publics of that corporate firm that you're working for.
Okay. So, guys, if you are still watching, you are watching the campus show here with me and your pundit, and we are discussing an interesting topic here: PR, politics, and international relation, and the role of PR as a whole. And I'm doing this with a student from Ghana Institute of Journalism. I want to find out from you, PR or the practice of PR as against journalism. What do you think? Is PR more difficult than journalism? If it is, let me know your thoughts and comments right in the comment section below. Whilst you also join your thoughts on this segment or this show for us to know what you think. I believe you have a lot in mind and all that. So moving on from David, I want to find out from you, is there a peculiar challenge you have in, I know you're not there yet practicing one, but do you have a peculiar challenge you could mention in the practice of PR?
Okay, so personally, I find it difficult speaking in front of a camera,
Okay.
and I'm a little bit shy, and so I'm working on it currently. And aside that, I think what all that goes into PR, I'm being taught and I'm learning, and I know that I'll be prepared for the job as before I complete school.
Very
So
good.
I'm looking
So I
for.
want to find out from you then, where do you see yourself or your business, whatever you're doing in the next 5 years?
Okay, so in the next 5 years, I have plans of traveling outside Ghana. Actually,
Wow.
I want to settle in the UK.
Okay.
So
A
in the
peculiar
next,
reason.
I love the UK. I love their accent. I love their
Hey,
lifestyle.
so you don't like her? You don't like big Ghanaians? Hey, is that how are you?
No,
Is that how
I'm not
you
saying.
are?
I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
Charlie,
But
don't force. You didn't force.
everything about the UK, I
You
love
just
it.
like
And
them. Okay.
So after finishing my degree here at GIG, I'm looking forward to continuing my master's and PhD in one of the
Okay.
universities in UK. And with my graphic design, I'm thinking of making it an online business where people contact me by online
Okay.
and I'll get their jobs done for them.
So if I'm understanding you clearly, you would be doing the practice of PR, whilst against doing this graphic design
Yeah,
and all
I'm,
that.
I'm, I'm not letting go of the graphic design anytime soon, because I know I'll need it in my practice of PR. So I want to build on that skill and make sure that it's part of me as I move forward in life. So I'm looking to making sure that I really develop in that aspect of.
Very good. My producer prompted me because of time. And we are on the segment called the Campus Fun segment. This is a segment or the time we have fun with our interviewees here on the campus show for us to laugh and all that. So I'll ask my interviewee here certain questions if you're able to answer. But I'm sure this guy is Shako, so you're able to answer. So Dave, this is what do you call it? When I start, then you just complete.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So example is maybe you know the man picked the bucket, so it means it's that. So there's a statement. You just have to when I say then complete. So
Okay, that's
make
fine.
hay whilst
The sunshine
wow. Time and tide.
waits for no man.
Okay. Why you got getting this thing?
These,
I'm
these,
praying
these
that
are elementary. These are elementary.
you tell me the element. I'm praying the last one you get it wrong. They said procrastination is the
Oh, it's a tip of time. As for that one.
I would say anything actually. Well done, well done.
Okay.
Your last words. I want you to look into the camera to give out your social media handles to my audience, and then when you finish your last words, maybe to advise or edge or tell them to do something for you.
Okay, so you can follow me on Twitter as the real Fifi, and my name there is Kujo Eja Anaoma David, and on Facebook I'm Kujo David. On IG I am also Kujo David. So my words out there to the PR students is that you shouldn't give up. Everything about PR is deliberate, and our profession there's a whole lot that goes into it. So I advise my colleagues and PR students out there to try to learn another skill that will help them in the practice of PR.
That's all. Thank you very much, Dave. Charlie, we are very grateful that we called on you and then you came to the campus show.
All right.
Thank you for your time. You know you are very busy, and we are hoping that whatever aim, passion you have will come to fruition as you want to base in UK.
Amen.
Although I don't like it, but I'm hoping that God will make it
Don't
possible.
worry. When I build my capabilities, I'll come
You
back.
come
to
back.
help
You have to.
that.
You have
Yeah.
to. You have to, so that you
Alright.
become the wildest and the finest PR we have in this country. So, guys, thank you very much once again for joining us on this campus show on the topic PR, politics, and international relations as a whole. I believe you have so much to put out there. You can join me with your thoughts and comments in the comment section below to let me know what you think about it. Do you think there is a need to build our PR in this country? And the question also I'm asking is that the practice of PR and journalism, which one is more difficult to do? Join me on what you think right here. And as our interviewee said, PR consists of a lot of planning. They don't just post or do anything just anyhow. They are very intentional about what you do or what they do. So as you are out there, make sure you really plan and make sure you are very intentional about what you do. Thank you once again for joining me on the campus show here on Adepo Online TV. See you in the next episode on the next show. Bye-bye.